everybody, welcome back to Coop the Grill. Thanks for joining today. So it's hunting season here in Wisconsin, and it wouldn't be hunting season without two things. Got our old fashioned, and we're gonna make shotgun shells. We got our manicotti noodles. We've got a pound pork, that's about 1.5 pounds, and we've got a pound of ground beef. We've got our chicken stock. We're not going to use all of this, probably about a half a cup or so. We'll see how it goes. We're going off plan here. We're going to add some string cheese to these. I'm going to show you how that goes. And we've got our bacon. So the trick with shotgun shells is you want to add enough moisture into the meat that you stuff these things with that the shell absorbs it. That's what makes your shell soft. And you want to allow enough time to soften the shell. So you need to do these a minimum of 6 hours before you cook them. You can do them the morning of, you can do them the night before, up to 48 hours ahead of time. I don't know about you guys, but I never plan anything 48 hours ahead of time. So we're doing this the night before so that I don't forget to do it tomorrow morning, and we're gonna cook these bad boys up tomorrow night. Probably with another old fashioned. We're going to start by adding our ground beef and our ground pork. The beef comes to us from Connor's Farms. Where's the pork come from? Pork comes from pigs, duh. No, where did we get the pork from?
I believe Brown Farm.
And the pork has come to us from Brown Farms. So for seasonings, we're going to use our Cuisinart KC Sweet. Whoa! Hold on to her. We're going to use our Famous Dave steak and burger seasoning. And we're going to use a little bit of Creole seasoning. Well, you guys know how I feel about measuring things, so I'm just going to add a splash of this in here. That's probably good. And Bo, that was me. Come on over here. I'll give you a piece of cheese. Yeah, good boy. Sit. Good boy. Here, you give him a piece of cheese. All right. Oh, this smells delicious already. Want to make sure everything's good and mixed up in here. We add a little bit more. We're going to add a little bit more chicken stock to this. Don't be afraid of it. Good. Love you. Yeah, that feels a lot looser now. That's what you're looking for. You're looking for something not quite as thick as what you'd make for burgers or a meatloaf. You want to make sure you got a good amount of liquid in there, because remember your manicotti shells are going to be soaking up a lot of the juice. Throw a little bit more in here. We're going to add just a little bit more chicken stock. Oh, that is awesome. You're so good at that. What? All right. So, we got our mixture mixed up. We're going to grab our manicotti shell. Just start stuffing. So we're going to take our string cheese. We're going to take our string cheese and we're going to shove it in here sideways, just like that. Oh, I broke the shell. It's all right. I know a guy that can fix that. I'm going to take a glove off so that I can have a drink while I'm doing this. It's going to take a little bit. I'm going to stuff all these shells, just like I showed you, hopefully without breaking them. And then we're going to wrap them in bacon, and we'll be back to show you that in a minute. All right, so we got this all figured out now. Grab your meat, stuff it in a hole, seal that up. We're going to grab 2 pieces of cheese. Grab one, shove it in there. A little more sausage mixture. A little more cheese. Top it off with sausage. And there you have it. We're going to wrap these in bacon, so it doesn't matter if you got a little bit on the outside. We've got our shotgun shells already stuffed. We've got the cheese in there. We're ready to rock and roll with the bacon. this is what it'll look like when you're already done. So what I need to do is I need to take a full piece of bacon, wrap it around the shell like so. You want to make sure you get the whole shell, because if you leave it out, it will dry and get hard on your grill. So make sure it's all completely wrapped in bacon, just like that. And we'll set it off on a platter like so. Well, we've got our stack of shotgun shells. That's not going to fit in the fridge like that. I'm going to rearrange these a little bit so they fit a little bit better, wrap them with saran wrap, throw them in the fridge, and they're going to sit there until probably about 4 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. And then we'll get to smoking these bad boys. Well, we're back. So the shotgun shells have been sitting in the fridge for about 20 hours. These things are turning out perfect. I'm going to show you that in just a second here. Got the smoker turned up to 250 because it's so cold out. Normally in the summertime, or if I was down south, I'd probably smoke them at 225. But with the colder temperatures, we're going to crank it up just a little bit. Smoke these things for an hour and a half. Man, this thirsty work. After an hour and a half, we're going to crank it up to 350 for about 20 minutes or so. I'm going to probably baste some of them with a barbecue sauce, leave that on there for about 10 minutes. So it's a total of a 2-hour cook. But sitting in the fridge, we added the moisture into the meat, the bacon wrapped around the shells, and man, those shells really softened right up. So I'm going to show you that, and we're going to get these things on the smoker. Take a look at this. Nice and tender, nice and soft. It's just what we were looking for. These things are going to cook up really well. All right, so it's been about an hour and 20 minutes. We're back out at the grill. We are going to turn the smoker up. Typically, I'd say to 350, but since it's cold out, I'm going to turn it up to 375. We're also going to baste a few of these things with a few different things, since I've got so many of them. I got some teriyaki sauce, I got Sweet Baby Ray's honey barbecue, and I've got some oyster sauce. So we're going to crank this thing up. We're going to baste a few of these things, and we'll see how they turn out. I can see I've got a hot spot here. These ones are getting a little bit darker than some of these other ones, so I'm going to take these ones here, put them up on the top. Yeah, I don't need to flip them around or anything. We're just going to try a couple of them basted here. A couple of them with Sweet Baby Ray's honey barbecue. I want to try a couple with this oyster sauce. Temp is turned up to 375. We're going to let these go for about 20 minutes, come back and check on them, and maybe baste them again if I think they need it. And I think in about 20 minutes that bacon should be crispy. That's what we're looking for at this point. Everything else should be cooked, ready to go. We're just looking to crisp up that bacon. Well, it's been about 20 minutes. I came out here and checked them. The smoker didn't quite get up to 375 yet. However, I think these bad boys are done. Check that out, man. The cheese is coming out of these things. I definitely got a few of these that are done. I'm going to pull them all off. I think that bacon will just finish kind of crisping up once I get these things off of here. So I did the 2 teriyaki, the 2 oyster sauce, and the 2 barbecue sauce. But the ones that I had basted in barbecue sauce at the end turned out the best. So I think that's what I'm going to do from now on. And even the dipping sauces, we had barbecue sauce and we had blue cheese dressing, and that's always one of my favorite go-to dipping sauces. And the barbecue sauce was still the best, so barbecue sauce it is. We're going to use the Famous Dave's honey barbecue sauce from now on with the shotgun shells. So I hope you guys try them. I hope you guys enjoy them as much as we did. Do not forget to like and subscribe to the page. And drop a comment if there's anything you guys would like to see me cook. We're going to add just a little bit more chicken stock. Oh, that is awesome. You're so good at that. What? Your hands do things my hands can't. Okay. On me. Is it still rolling? Okay, good. Jesus. Make sure you get it real deep in there. What? Not everything I cook has to be dirty. Helper.